Well, I'm James. We're at Somerset House for Pick Me Up London. This is Monday, which is the fourth day of the exhibition, I think. We're here launching HigginsonHurst, the illustration agency, with Print Club London. Print Club London, we've set up 2 printing beds. We've got 2 people at least printing every day. And Print Club is a members' screen printing studio. There are about 40 members at the moment, and it's a working studio, so you can come in and you can do a one-day workshop where one of us will work through with you from getting an image to exposing a screen, to washing out a screen, to actually printing something, which is really good fun. It's nice to get to know how that process works and see all of that. And then if you did want to become a member, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's a proper working artist studio, which is great.
And that's really what you've sort of recreated here. You've brought 2 of the screen printing beds into Somerset House for Pick Me Up, and there are people in here screen printing.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've tried to make it as similar to Print Club as possible. So, we've got our assistants who'll come and help you if you want to print something. We've got the drying racks. We've got everything here. The only things we don't have here are the exposure unit and being able to coat the screens. And the most incredible thing, I think, is the number of people that come in and are fans of screen printing but actually have no idea how the process works. So they're coming in and they're seeing the screens, and and it's sort of mind-blowing how this physical thing happens. And yeah, I think that's good, and it's good to get that immediate feedback from people. So they're looking at all of the works. We've got all the positives of each artist before we print it. And it's fun seeing people come in and say, oh yeah, what colour is that going to be? And people getting into the fun of all of those little decisions we, I think, take for granted now.
Yeah, of course. And tell us a bit about HigginsonHurst. There's a connection with Print Club, and explain.
Yeah. Well, HigginsonHurst is run by me and Kate Higginson, and Kate's also a director of Print Club London. Kate and I have known each other for a little while, and Print Club London put on 2 or 3 very well respected shows every year. And one of the biggest things that we found in organising those shows was that a lot of the artists, a lot of that talent, just didn't know how they could go about getting themselves in front of people that could commission them for bigger advertising agency style briefs. So we've set up the agency so that we can specifically work with a few people that we think are incredible and try and get them in front of the right people who can commission them. One of the things we were keen on, because we've spoken to a lot of illustrators, one of the things that we were keen to avoid is getting just hundreds of people and just saying to everyone, yeah, come on, join in. Because we want to make sure that we've got a few illustrators that we can devote a lot of time to, that we can really work with and develop. And it's as much about getting them in front of big, proper advertising client briefs as about developing their styles, getting them to work in different things. So, they're working in Somerset House as part of this exhibition is a great opportunity for all of them.
So this week here at Pick Me Up, what if people come to this space? What will they see? And is it a sort of quite an accurate portrayal of life in Print Club, a day in Print Club?
I think if people came to the space, I think the first thing that they would notice is just how expansive it is, so how much stuff there is, and how visually rich it is, and how different all of the different bits are. So there isn't, I think a lot of people have the preconception that screen printing is sort of an Andy Warhol-esque, very clean, pop-arty thing. And I think that the first thing that people will see is the variety of work, and the different styles, different ways that people do it, and the different approaches that people have. I think it is pretty accurate in how the last bit of screen printing works, so actually putting ink onto paper.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing all of the things. The biggest thing that they'll see is how often it goes wrong. So how often the screens dry in, how often, especially here because it's quite warm in here, and when there's a lot of people in here, the screens dry very, very quickly. What they will miss out on is the beginning bit, so how we get to the point of having the image on a screen. So to get over that, we've produced a video, or we commissioned someone to produce a video showing us how that process works. So showing someone exposing a screen, washing out a screen, and all of those little bits to get to the fun bit, the bit where you're actually printing. I think it's about as accurate as you could recreate, but people should definitely come down to Print Club.